very valid point. If you're the type of guy who has all the cars, has all the clothes, has all the money, but you're doing it with the energy of like, please just notice how good I am. Just say that I'm good. Please just say that I'm good enough. She's not going to love you. And it's messed up to say it like that, but she's gonna go with the guy who's like, I really don't care. Like, you can leave, honestly. I'm actually hungry. You're kind of in the way. So we can speed up whatever this is. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of Find Your Formula React. Now today, got another video here from Psychic Depth. All right. I've been watching some of his channel. I've seen some things pop up. The way that he breaks down intersexual dynamics and relationships and stuff like that, I really like how he does it. I really like how he does it. He has the visuals and things of that nature. And I was like, you know what? Instead of just watching all these videos to watch them, let me dive in here and actually kind of, dissect it a little bit and see how any of this plays into my own life and see if you guys can get anything from it as well. So without any further ado, we have how women get addicted to men. Gentlemen, take notes. I feel like he might be dropping some bars here. Take some notes. Without any further ado, let's get into the video.
You've been working out for 2 years. You've built your business to 6 figures. You drive a nice car and you dress well. On paper, you're everything that dating coaches tell you women want. But when you interact with women, something feels off. They're polite but not passionate. They'll go on dates but won't chase you. You feel like you're always the one putting in effort while they remain emotionally distant. Meanwhile, you watch your friend who lives in a studio apartment, drives an old car, and has no impressive credentials on paper, yet women become absolutely obsessed with him.
Right.
They text him constantly, they pursue him aggressively, and they'll do anything to keep his attention. You can't understand what he has that you don't. What if I told you that everything you've been taught about female attraction is not just wrong, but completely backwards? What if I told you that the very things you think make you attractive are actually killing women's desire for you? And what if I told you that the secret to making women addicted to you has nothing to do with your achievements and everything to do with your internal state? Today, I'm going to reveal the hidden psychology behind female addiction and obsession.
Okay.
I'm going to show you exactly how women fall into deep, consuming desire for certain men while remaining completely indifferent to others who seem objectively better. But I need to warn you, what you're about to learn will shatter everything you believe about attraction, success, and your own self-worth. This isn't just dating advice. This is a complete paradigm shift that will change how you see yourself and how you interact with the world. Pay close attention, because once you understand these principles, you'll never look at attraction the same way again. Before we dive into how women get addicted, we need to destroy the biggest lie that's been sold to men about attraction. Society has convinced you that female desire works like a checklist, that if you accumulate enough value, status, and achievements, women will automatically become attracted to you. This is the blueprint.
Well, not necessarily automatically be attracted to you, but certainly women don't want a guy who's short, fat, ugly, and broke. So if you're tall, handsome, and rich, then yeah, you're going to be able to get more women. So yeah, I don't quite understand what he means by that. Let's let him explain.
They've sold you. Get in shape, make money, develop social skills, learn game, demonstrate your worth, and women will fall in love with you. They've told you that attraction is about chemistry, compatibility, and proving your value through external accomplishments. The men who believe this spend years building themselves up externally while remaining completely unattractive to women. They become frustrated, bitter, and confused because they're following a roadmap that leads nowhere. Here's the truth they don't want you to know. Women don't fall in love with your achievements. They fall in love with your internal state.
Okay.
They don't get addicted to what you have.
Well, that makes sense, because your achievements should be a reflection of your internal state. But you can't just look at someone and see their internal state. You have to get to know them and things of that nature. Now, obviously, that's tough though, because a superficial woman will only want you for the very superficial things. But those same superficial things should be a reflection of your internal state. For example, if I'm in good shape, that means that I probably believe that physical fitness is a good thing. Just like how if I'm fat and obese, I probably believe in discipline being overrated, nothing but hedonism. Your outer appearance is a reflection of your internal state. So I get that.
They get addicted to who you are when he's watching.
Mm.
The most attractive quality a man can possess has nothing to do with his bank account, his physique, or his social status. It's something far more rare and powerful, and it's something that most men will never develop because they're too busy chasing external validation. Let me introduce you to the concept that will revolutionize your understanding of attraction: sexual market value discrepancy. This is the hidden mechanism behind every case of female obsession and addiction. Women only develop deep, consuming attraction when they perceive a man's sexual market value as significantly higher than their own.
Right.
But here's where everyone gets it wrong. Sexual market value isn't determined by objective measurements like income or looks. It's determined by perception, and perception is controlled by your internal state. Let me give you an example that will illustrate this perfectly. Imagine you're at a bar with 10 people, 4 men and 6 women. One of the men is a multi-millionaire with a private jet, perfect physique, and designer clothes. Another man is broke, drives an old car, and wears basic clothes. But when someone makes a comment, the broke guy delivers a perfectly timed, witty response without trying to be funny. He says it with complete confidence and authenticity. In that moment, every woman in the group will feel more attraction toward him than the millionaire, because he just demonstrated higher sexual market value through his internal state. This is what most men don't understand. Sexual market value is about energy, not inventory. It's about how you carry yourself.
That was a bar. Sexual market value is about energy, not inventory. And that's facts. But I said earlier, your outside achievements should be a reflection of your internal state. That's fair. But there's a lot of losers with money. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of bums with money. There's a lot of guys who they're weak without money. You know, the only thing they have is money. They have nothing else. And then their wife cheats on them with the pool boy. You know what I'm saying? So he's right. Yeah, okay. It's about energy. I want him to explain more, like, when you say energy, like, what do you mean? Like, is it conversation? Is it being witty? Is it having a funny story to tell that fits the situation? Like, what is it?
Not what you carry in your wallet. A man with internal confidence and authenticity will always outrank a man with external achievements who lacks those qualities. Women operate on what I call the frame of value system. This is how they categorize and rank men in their minds, and it has nothing to do with your resume or your achievements. When a woman meets you, she's not calculating your net worth or counting your muscles. She's reading your energy signature. She's asking herself unconscious questions. Does this man know his own worth? Is he seeking my approval? Does he need me to validate him? Is he comfortable in his own skin? Within seconds, she's placed you in one of 2 categories: above me or below me.
Yeah.
If she perceives you as above her, she'll begin the process of becoming addicted to you. If she perceives you as below her, she'll lose interest no matter how impressive your credentials are.
Very true.
The cruel irony is that the men who try hardest to impress women automatically place themselves in the
below category. Yeah, because you're pedestalizing her, right? So if I'm trying to prove my value to you, right, that means that you don't see my value. So he's 100% right there too. Yeah, he's 100% right. Well, look at this car, and I did this thing, and well, I did this for you. No, this is just my life. Like, the perfect example of this is being like, you take a girl out to eat, right? And she's like, oh, I've been at this restaurant 100 times. You're like, cool, you haven't been with me. You know what I'm saying? It's not the restaurant that's the play here, baby. It's I'm spending time with you. You're welcome. Now let's sit down and order your lasagna because I'm hungry. All right? Yeah, fair.
Category. When you're working to prove your worth, you're communicating that you don't believe you have inherent value. This is the kiss of death for attraction. Meanwhile, the man who doesn't try to impress anyone, who's comfortable with himself, and who doesn't need external validation automatically signals higher value. He's placed in the above me category, and her addiction begins. One of the most powerful triggers for female addiction is pre-selection. The perception that other women desire you.
Facts. Oh man, he is on point with this because it's 1000% true. The minute you get a girlfriend, all these other girls want to start talking to you. All these other, you look good, and hey, big head. But dang, bro, 2 months ago when I was single, a year ago when I was single, however long when I was single, man, none of y'all was trying to talk to me. But now all of a sudden, I'm the most interesting man in the world now, apparently. How we go from that to that? Ain't nothing changed, baby. Ain't nothing changed.
But most men completely misunderstand how pre-selection works. They think pre-selection means flirting with other women in front of their target or bragging about their dating success. This is amateur hour thinking that actually backfires because it shows you're trying too hard to demonstrate value. Real pre-selection is subtle and authentic.
Right.
The energy of a man who has options but isn't desperate to exercise them.
Exactly.
It's the confidence that comes from knowing you're desired, not from trying to prove you're desired. When a woman senses that other women find you attractive, she doesn't just become competitive, she becomes curious. She starts wondering what those other women see in you. This curiosity is the first stage of addiction. But here's the key. You can't fake pre-selection. Women have evolved to detect authenticity at a subconscious level. If you're pretending to have options while secretly being desperate for her attention, she'll sense the incongruence and lose interest.
Right.
This brings us to one of the most important concepts in understanding female psychology, the difference between internal and external value. Most men spend their entire lives building external value, money, status, achievements, physical improvements, while completely neglecting their internal state.
Right.
They think that if they just accumulate enough external markers of success, they'll automatically become confident and attractive. But here's what actually happens. You can give a man $5 million, perfect abs, celebrity status, and model-level looks, and if his internal state is still insecure and needy, he'll remain unattractive to women. Meanwhile, a man with average...
Well, I don't think that he will remain unattractive to women. He will remain unattractive to women after they have gotten to know him. Like, he'll still smash. You know, like, he'll still smash a bunch of chicks. Perfect ass, money, whatever. He'll still smash a lot of women for sure. But after that, and they like are pillow talking, she asks like a deep question, and he's just like, I don't know. That's when she's gonna be like, okay, this dude don't really got a whole lot going on upstairs. So he won't be unattractive until after that woman has like extracted his value. And if his value to her is just the status, being with him, having the abs, whatever the case may be, being with a superstar, then the minute that goes away, she's out the door.
External circumstances but bulletproof internal confidence will have women fighting over him. Why? Because women are attracted to energy, not assets. They fall in love with how you make them feel, not what you can buy them. When your confidence comes from external achievements, it's fragile and conditional. But when your confidence comes from genuine self-acceptance and internal peace, it's magnetic and unshakable. The men who understand this truth stop chasing external validation and start developing internal strength. They become outcome-independent, self-validated, and genuinely confident. These are the men that women become addicted to. Nothing kills female attraction faster than a man seeking validation. When you need her approval, her compliments, or her attention to feel good about yourself, you've entered what I call the validation death spiral. This is why so many men who seem successful on paper struggle with women. They've built their entire identity around external achievements, but they still need others to validate those achievements to feel worthy. They're like successful beggars. They have a lot to offer, but they're still begging for approval. Women can sense this neediness immediately. When you're seeking validation, you're communicating that you don't believe in your own worth. And if you don't believe in your own worth, why should she?
Exactly.
The men who create...
No, that's a very valid point. I know I'm pausing it a lot here, but that's a very valid point. If you're the type of guy who has all the cars, has all the clothes, has all the money, but you're doing it with the energy of like, please just notice how good I am. Just say that I'm good. Please just say that I'm good enough. She's not going to love you. And it's messed up to say it like that, but she's going to go with the guy who's like, I really don't care. Like, you can leave, honestly. I'm actually hungry. You're kind of in the way. So we can speed up whatever this is, act right, because at the end of the day, that's going to be the guy that she's really going to go for. Yeah, that's going to be the guy that she's going to go for. Guys, I'm going to leave the full video down in the description below. I want you guys to go over and check out his channel. I'm going to be reacting to more of his content because he dives deep. He likes to move the layers back, move the curtains back, and talk about the actual issue here. And I think that it's very, very good. And I think it's very, very telling. And it can not only help me, but it can help you guys watching the channel as well. That is all I have for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget the best way to help out the channel is watch another one of the videos that you see popping up on the screen right now. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.